I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. After highs this afternoon in the 20s, we see highs tomorrow warm even more into the upper 30s to the 40s. Blowing snow is a concern across the central and east late tonight through tomorrow morning when we see south winds gust up to 35, especially out in open country with the fluffy nature of the snow on the ground. With low pressure and another cold front moving east for tomorrow night into Saturday morning, snow is likely. Precipitation could start as rain, freezing rain, or a wintry mix before a transition to snow as colder air arrives. Snow accumulation is expected to be mostly less than an inch. You can see that snowfall forecast map on our KRVM Facebook page. Over the weekend, highs are mainly in the upper teens to the 20s. Wind chills by Sunday morning could be as cold as 20 below. Chances of occasional snow return Sunday night through Wednesday, especially by Monday night into Tuesday. Accumulation is expected, but it's right now too early to know how much. There is a short-lived warm-up on President's Day to highs in the 20s to the low 30s, even to around 40 over northwest Kansas. Another blast of cold air returns our highs into the teens for Tuesday and Wednesday. Long-term forecast keeps temperatures colder than normal in Nebraska and Kansas the middle of next week before mostly seasonal to slightly warmer than normal temperatures by next weekend through February 26th. Nebraska and Kansas precipitation above normal the middle of next week before turning slightly drier than normal late next week through February 26th. Checking the regional drought monitor, Nebraska dropped 2 percentage points to no drought-free areas. It's abnormally dry from Ogallala to Binkelman, around Elwood, Holdridge, Franklin, and Alma, along with the southeast corner. Most of central, eastern, and southwest Nebraska, as well as the southern panhandle, are in moderate drought. Severe drought continues from Custer County into much of the north central, northeast, and the middle portion of the panhandle. 8% of Nebraska remains a severe drought, to include the northwest panhandle to northern areas of Cherry County. Kansas, in much better shape, dropped 2 percentage points to 32% drought-free. A large majority of Kansas abnormally dry or drought-free. Moderate drought is found mostly north of I-70 from Atwood and Colby down to Hayes and Russell and on over to Marysville. Key weather factors affecting the markets include crop stabilizing rain in Argentina and lighter rain for field work in central Brazil. In the U.S., a Pacific storm moves ashore, targeting California with heavy rain and high elevation snow. This weekend, the storminess rapidly tracks eastward. Significant weekend snow mostly falls from the Great Lakes into New England, while heavy rain drenches parts of the South. Rainfall of 2 to 6 inches could lead to extensive flooding from the northern Mississippi Delta into the Appalachians. Southern U.S. severe weather peaks late Saturday, with the central Gulf Coast seeing the biggest impacts. An Arctic outbreak remains focused across the northern plains and upper Midwest, although cold air continues to make a significant southward plunge. Early next week, freezes may occur as far south as the Gulf Coast and from southeast Texas to northern Florida. In Argentina, there are chances of rain tomorrow into Saturday, and early next week, the heaviest rain favors northeast Argentina once again, while the lightest is across southern Buenos Aires and La Pampa. With crop damage already done from heat and dryness, the Argentina rain only expected to stabilize crop conditions. For central Brazil, coverage of rain decreases through next week, allowing for increased progress on soybean harvest and the very delayed planting of second crop corn. With your check of ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.